Donald Trump has set a 50-day deadline for Russia to end its war with Ukraine. The US president has committed to providing more weapons to Ukraine, as well as threatening Russia with more sanctions if it does not make peace by this deadline. The US president made the announcement during a meeting with the NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte. But in a break from the Biden administration, Europe will have to pay for the weapons that the US provides.
We've made a deal today where we are going to be sending them weapons and they're going to be paying for them. The United States will not be having any payment made. We're not buying it, but we will manufacture it and they're going to be paying for it.
Rutte praised the president and called the weapons agreement a game changer.
The decision is that you want Ukraine what it needs to have to maintain, to be able to defend itself against Russia, but you do want the Europeans to pay for it, which is totally logical. And this is building on the tremendous success of the NATO summit, the 5%.
Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has posted a message of thanks overnight, saying Russia's finances must be cut off.
I am grateful to President Trump for his readiness to help protect our people's lives. This war continues solely because of Russia, because of Putin's desire to drag it out. Russia is trying to make the war seem like the new normal.
James Matthews has more now from Washington, D.C.
Contrast what you just saw with the Oval Office when Volodymyr Zelensky was shouted out of town. On that day, we appeared a million miles away from America, standing behind NATO, standing behind Kyiv. Today, we had the NATO Secretary General sitting down cordially with a US president who spoke in fond terms, actually, of Ukraine, characterized Ukraine as the victim of this, spoke about the importance of a strong Europe, and, of course, revealed details of a deal. This deal, make no mistake, could have gone much further, but NATO will be of a view that it's a start. They have lobbied long and hard for Donald Trump to get behind the Ukrainian cause. They've clearly decided that the way to the heart of this president is through his wallet. It's going to cost them this batch of missiles, ammunition, massive military equipment, as Mark Rutte described it. It didn't cost them in the old days under the Biden administration. Billions of dollars of supplies, weapons and aid were channeled towards Europe to fight the Russian fight. Not now under Trump. It's going to cost Europe, and it appears that Europe and NATO is taking that on the chin. Trump waxed lyrical about the prospect of a deal, spoke with confidence, said he thought he had a deal 4 times, said he was very unhappy with Russia, said that Vladimir Putin had made a fool of previous US presidents but hadn't made a fool of him. That doesn't quite sit terribly well, Mark, with the fact that what's brought this about is a breakdown in the bromance, essentially Trump acknowledging that he has been played by Vladimir Putin. So we have the weapons, we also have these secondary sanctions, countries that do business with Russia on oil and gas, on uranium in particular. They will be punished with a 100% tariff if there's no deal in 50 days. I suppose we all might ask, and in Ukraine they will certainly ask, why the breathing space? Why 50 days? Bear in mind that on the 3rd of July, Putin and Trump spoke on the phone. Putin said to Trump that he planned to escalate his conflict in the next 60 days. So the 60 doesn't necessarily sit comfortably with the 50.